Coming into the round of Daytona for the Sony Busch Series for the first ever race of the 2014 season, and mainly for the winter season. We are here at Daytona. Martin and Fisher, the Cup veterans, on the front row for today's race. Sony officials have talked in the pre-race headlines to have the big race, Daytona, Indianapolis, and the finale have a big amount of cars attempting for the finale, for the finales and big events. So coming into this race, all 42 cars that have signed up on the entry list for this race will be on the starting grid. Not like the Sony Cup Series. The Sony Cup Series will only allow 40 cars to start the Daytona 500. But for this race, this is the only race that will have over 40 cars afield in the Sony Busch Series. You have yourselves 42 guys starting this race and 42 guys attempting. No guys went home in this race. Martin and Fisher lines up on the front row. This should be a fun and exciting race to start off the season for the winter season. Let's get ourselves down to the start of the race. As pace car driver begins to pull onto the pit road. These 42 cars getting ready to go set for the green of the 2014 season. We are green. Martin leads them down. As you guys saw quickly, Ian Dutta had the quick advantage on the start of the race here. He jumped quickly up into the lead all by himself. As you see the cars, they're all fanning out here. A lot of guys in this race don't really have much of the experience as the Cup drivers do. As you're going to see, most of the Cup drivers show their strengths that the other drivers do not have, as most guys trying to make their rising start into the SCS and the SBS. As Eugene Max takes second place, Ian Dutta is just a sitting duck out there all by himself. Doing really good right now. Ian Dutta is leading this pack around. As you see right now, the front five have been single file since the start of the race. Ian Dutta's had the lead and no one's been able to overtake him. Noah Hart, Eric Burton, Jonathan, that's not Jonathan, that's Jackson Williams, and PJ Williams, all Cup veterans, up here battling for this lead. And they're really just staying single file for the most part. It's kind of hard to make some passes with these old bulky cars right here. But as you can see, it's kind of fanned out for the most part here. Here's the biggest pack right here, led by John Skavnicki, Alan Cavernaro, Brandon McWhort, Nick Perkles, Adam Smith, Brad Johnson. Oh, and by the way, the top 20 in the finishing results, get points. Everyone else does not, and everyone else is just kind of managing their own right now. Doing fairly well. This is like a second pack right here, led by most of the underfunded drivers and the guys that do not really have much experience on the racetrack, just trying to fight their way up in the charts to try and get themselves up there, to try and get up in the Cup Series one day. Yeah, and then there's the 30 car Jesse Garcia. He's not really had a very good run. And as you can see, Ian Dutta still has the lead right now momentarily. The front four break away from the whole entire pack. Just single file so far. Right here in the back of this field, this is like the last big pack. It's like right here, they're really bunched together. The 88 to the inside right there of Sam Curtis, led by a pack of Jason Evans, Malik Nevins. This is some weird names. Trying to make it up into the series. Boy, there's Vince Allen really close there, going 4 wide nearly. Very close, hard racing back here by these guys that don't really have much experience. Jerry Guerrera had a tough time right there for a moment. But yeah, this guy's led by a bunch of guys in this pack. Not really much experience, just trying to get log laps right here, get a good finish, and move on to next week. But as you can see, the Cup veterans have really been showing out this entire speed weeks for the Busch Series side as they lead this race, and it's still these front four leading this pack around. Dutta, Hart, Burton, and Williams lead them around. you can see right here, just checking up on the back of this field, this car right here, Alan Smith, is the second pack. He's leading the second pack. And back here, this is the next big pack. It's the last pack that's by themselves, led by guys that don't know much racing that are back here. 23rd place cars back here, so no points for any of them guys back there, but these guys are racing to stay in points paying positions. And as you can see right here, Jordan Davis, a past champion of the series, Jacob Hart, Eugene Max, Raymond Fisher, Luke Martin, Dylan Young, PJ Williams, Chris Washer, Burton, Williams, Hart, and Dutta, all Cup veterans, have broke away from this pack and are running single file. Dutta leads the way here at Daytona, lap 11 of 60 here in the Busch Series. Well, the luck by our rookies in the Busch Series back here in the rear of the field ran out. Jerry Guerrera gets turned by Jason Evans, and there goes the field right there in the back of the field. And boy, the 85 right there, Chris Bryant in the 85 car, he went over and over. And there's the 22 Jason Evans driving away. Connor Breton, he's right there involved. Kyle Thomas is in it. Jesse Guerrero is going to get a saving grace there. Angel Navarro, he's involved. Luke Walker looks like he may have missed it. Brenda Perkles. Jerry Guerrera, as we saw, he was involved in it. And Jason Butler, he might have been involved in it as well. A caution flag is out for the first time here today at Daytona. Ian Dutta is your race leader. Let's get you back to the restart. Pace car is going to pull in one more time again. Dutta, Hart, Williams, and Burton are going to lead them down again for the restart. And still, coming to lap 20 right here, Ian Dutta has led every lap of this race. Something that 70 crew has really done. They started third on the board, and they took the lead going into turn number 1 in the first ever event. And as you can see, everyone's fighting hard to get to the front, but they just can't get up there to pass Dutta. He's been up there to the front ever since the start of the race, and no one has been able to threat with him. Something that 70 crew's really gotten figured out underneath that hood. With Jackson Williams behind him, the champion of the Cup Series side, trying to get up there and get the Dutta. Dutta in the Cup Series as well. He's driving the 29 for RCR. Young, I don't know if he's... Yeah, Young is driving for RCR as well in the 31 for the Cup Series. Burton also driving for Gibbs like he is now. Right there in that 20, doing good there. Noah Hart in the 89, running right there in this pack. They're running really close. They're Washer, PJ Williams, Fisher, Martin, the pole sitter for this race. He's up here to Max, also running with these guys. But Dutta leads the way, still in his favor for this race. 1/4 of the race already done. Let's get you, or 1/3 of the race already done. Let's get you back. Well, we're already back to live. Let's just go away for a little commercial break. And the back marker of the 22 car is going to be in the way of the 70 right here. That's Jason Evans. He's in the way of Dutta. And here comes the Max on the 44 up top. He takes the lead. New leader here at Daytona for the first time since the start of the race. And boy, is Dutta getting held up there. He is right behind the 22 and cannot go anywhere. Look at him getting held up along with Burton and Fisher. Oh boy, Dutta got close to turning the 22 there for a moment. Oh, he gets low there now. Cut right down in front of Fisher. But now, new leader here at Daytona, it is the 44. But the 44 of DeMax gets held up by the 10. And the two boys out of wreck. There's a wreck further back and behind them. And I think that's the 43. That's his. Oh boy, Jacob Hart rear ends the 43 of PJ Williams. More traffic coming in behind right there. Hart gets nailed by one car there. I don't know who that is. Oh boy, the 00 car. There's more piling up there. Brandon McWhirt's in there. Peter Scavanari. Brad Johnson. Alan Cavanaro. Big stack up here on this lap because of back markers in the way. Jordan Davis was the car that nailed Hart. Perkles right there. Brenda Perkles. She's got a piece of it. Nicholas Guerrera got a big piece of that as well. I think Jason Evans got turned around right there on the start of the spin out there. Peter Saviano, I think that's his name. He got involved there in the 00. And our leader is DeMax. And second place is our 2012 champion of the Cup side, Jackson Williams. Luke Martin Bolster in third, DeLeon in fourth. And in fifth place is Chris Washer. We're under caution. Let's get you a replay. Well, it's going to start right here. The 43 PJ Williams is going to run up on the back marker of Perkles. Right, the Perkles cuts down on the 43, and there goes the 32 and the 43 around. They all kept it good for the most part there. And watch this. Bam! The 5, Jacob Hart, comes in and piles in, and that's not over, folks. Here comes the 51 car there, and also Nicholas Guerrera right there. And then there's Peter Saviano, Brad Johnson getting tipped over there, along with the 54 of Alan Carbonaro. And did the 19 check up in time? I think he did. Timothy Needham getting a little piece there, but everyone else back here kind of checked up enough. Caution is out for the second time here today, taking out Peter Saviano of the race, and Jacob Hart retiring out of the race. And Eugene Max is your leader. He led him back to start-finish line. Let's get you back to the restart. Coming back to the green, Eugene Max, defending champion of last season for the Cup Series side, along with the 2012 and 13 champion of the Cup Series, are first and second. That's pretty cool right there. Along with Luke Martin, who's been runner-up for titles in Cup Series 4 times. And that was Jackie Tang in the pits back there. Along with Dylan Young right there, the 2012 Daytona 500 winner. He's going to be attempting the Daytona 500 in the 31 car for RCR. And here comes the 70 car coming back for vengeance. Ian Dutta trying to get back up there to the lead. Looks like we're going to have a new leader. Jackson Williams to the inside, along with Luke Martin, 3 wide for the race lead. Give it to Martin into turns number 3. But Dutta would not be held back. In one lap of trying, Dutta to the inside for the lead. From 7th to 2nd in one lap, now to the lead into turns number 1. It was a good effort by Dutta there. Good job by Dutta. Now he's back to the lead. That's bad news for these guys behind him. Martin the Pulsar is going to have to show his effort here, along with Young, Williams, and DeMax right behind him there. 5-car pack for the lead that has broken away from the rest of the field. I know we don't talk much about the points paying position, but yeah, Jackson Butler, the rookie, has never raced a Sony event, is in the final points paying event, points paying spot. You get 1 point for finishing in 20th. You can go over to our website, the arcsawuniverse.freeforms.org, and check out the Sony Cup Series form and check out the point system and all, but if you want. But you only get, if you finish in the top 20, you get points. If you finish 21st, where Preston Vowell is, you get nothing. Nothing at all for this event, and that's what everyone's going to be fighting for. The 6 and the 3, finally, the 6 and 3 have it. Guys like these guys are going to be fighting this season just to get points and try and get good finishes and try and rise up to the Cup Series side and get good finishes and probably some wins for the Busch Series. So, good to see these guys showing a name for themselves, trying to get some good seat time here. And this is not what Dutta wants. Another back marker, too, at this time. Whoa, Martin ran up on him there, almost clipped him there. Martin on the outside, Dutta on the inside. Who's going to get the advantage down the stretch? Boy, Dutta. Oh, boy, DeMax, the inside. Another aggressive move to try and take the lead from Dutta. To the inside, DeMax goes. He takes the lead. Oh boy, Ash almost cut off Jackson Williams there. Some aggressive driving there. Dutta slams the door on Young. That he wanted to get the inside. Can't get it there. Young, Martin get forced back. Here comes Dutta trying to fight back, but DeMax leads that lap there. No points for leading the lap, but he is the leader. Jackson Williams right behind him there as well. Dutta back in 3rd now. Young to 4th, and Martin back to 5th. This allows Noah Hart, Eric Burton, and Chris Washer to try and reel these guys back in to get a draft. But look at that 70 car. He's got such a fast car. I'm telling you something. Here comes Dutta with a run. Really big run here. DeMax has to shut the door on him. They try and keep him back with like less than 10 laps to go. Here comes Dutta. Dutta to the inside. Dutta down low up to 44. He's going to take the lead from DeMax here. And I think that's going to give him the race there. Unless they run up on these guys. Which could very well happen and it messes him up. But Dutta's got such a fast car, it's almost desired for him to win this race. I don't think anyone's got a shot at Dutta this race unless a back marker gets in his way at the right time. Boy, is this Dutta's worst nightmare. He is having back markers like crazy. 3 of them in the way here. Martin to the inside of all 2 of our leaders here. Martin to the inside here. Martin to the inside of the 70. But boy, are they going to be able to get room here. Can they make it? 3 wide. Martin slicks the inside. Well, what a move by Martin there. Martin to the lead. He's bringing Williams and Young with him. The 70, the 89, the 44 backed up on the high side. Martin in the 4 getting away with only a few laps to go. Williams follows through. Here comes Young as well. Washer is there as well. The 24, the 32 are still in the way of these guys. That could be really bad. This could end the race for the hopes of Dutta and Noah Hart there. He is getting held up the longest here. The most is Dutta. This is good news for the guys racing up front. Here comes Burton to Max. Boy, to Max shut the door on Hart there. Oh boy, they're going to make it there. But up front, these 2 are breaking away together. Williams and Martin. Martin nearly got turned there because he threw a block on Williams who went to the inside. Martin, Williams, the front 2 here at Daytona. With only 6 laps to go, can they hold off a hard charge in Young and Washer? But most importantly back here, the 70's already making a charge. Williams the inside of Burton, he made the pass. He's looking low with the 89. The 89 blocks him and wants him to get pushed. Now the 70 goes by the 44. I think Dutta's got something under that hood. Here's one guy that is gunning for the leaders. He's got help from Noah Hart. That is Ian Dutta. Ian Dutta back here in 5th. He's trying to claw his way back up from the lap cars holding him up. He can do it. But can Luke Martin and Chris Washer hold these guys off? Where's that other guy at? That was back here with these guys. I don't even see him. Where's Williams at? There he is right there. He's backed up a little bit. Still in 3rd place. Got Dylan Young back here in 4th, but here comes Dutta. Leads Noah Hart. They're making a charge to the front here. Let's see how behind they are. Has Dutta made up any ground? Any at all? Yes, he has. 3/10. And if he keeps making up that much ground, he'll run up on Luke Martin before the race. Dylan Young tags along with this 3-man duo right here. Jackson Williams still not in the draft for these guys. He's all by himself with no help. Chris Washer, Luke Martin, racing these guys, racing nose to tail up front to try and keep their cars away from the backpack of them other cars. Dutta and Hart are making the biggest charge. Oh God, Jerry Guerra pulling up right in front of Dutta, and Noah Hart's around. No, he's not. He saved it. Oh my goodness, Jerry Guerra came right up in front of Dutta and Hart, the lead lap cars. He was running 28th at the time. He's around and his caution flag out. Yes, it is. And this might be the finish of the race. Where is the rest of the guys here? There is Luke Martin and Chris Washer, the guys that was playing patient. Right there, running nose to tail, coming back to the start-finish line. This could be the finish. Luke Martin off the final turn, the pole sitter. He might come to the finish line and win this race if we do not have enough time for a restart. Well, this is a replay here. The good run the 70 had at the front few may be over there, but that damage there, that was a big hit for the 70 at the aerodynamics there, and the 0-1 of Dylan Young bouncing off the 89 didn't help him much either. Here comes Burton there, but that car went around. The 10 car did. Jerry Guerrero wasn't really having a good showing here. But we're getting told that we're going to be able to go back racing for a sprint to the end. Let's see the finish. Luke Martin knows very well what one-lap shootouts are like. He won one back in 2007, the 2007 Busch shootout for the Cup side. Green is out, the white is out. We are underway for one more lap to decide the finish of this race. Martin leads Chris Washer. Jackson Williams and Eric Burton Williams to the inside. But he knows he's going to need some help if he needs to run down the back straightaway. He's going to need the draft off Martin here. Martin's got a big lead. That could be dangerous for him down this back straightaway here. Martin's got to make that car wide down the straightaway here. Williams gets the draft. Will it be enough down the straightaway to get the run into 3? Martin, the pole sitter, might be able to hold off here. Williams, not enough room in a 3. Williams follows the 4. Through turns 3 and 4. Luke Martin in the 4 flex. Seal Chevrolet might have it here. Off the turn, can Williams mount a charge? The inside goes Williams. Not enough. Luke Martin, the pole sitter, is going to win the Sony Busch Series winter season opener here at Daytona. What a job by Martin right there to pounce when the 70 had its troubles and its faults right there. Jackson Williams and Luke Martin, Chris Washer as well, was one of the few, and Max as well, was one of the few that I've seen this entire race take advantage of the troubles the 70 had and be able to win that race, was Martin. But you gotta feel really badly for Ian Dutta, who finished 5th. Dutta had the best car, no doubt, had the best car this entire race. He will finish in the 5th position, and he should have won this race, honestly, in my opinion. Did really well this entire race, but it's not going to be enough for him to take home the victory. It's going to be the 4 of Luke Martin. Martin has a very strong crew over there in the Cup business, and as well over here, showing that he is going to go after the winner titles this season, and for both series too. I gotta say, good effort by them guys. Well, you can check out the rest of the finishing results on your screen if I'm wanting to do it that way, or either on the website, which is down in the description. Thanks for joining me here for the Busch Series. We will see you next week for the Sony Cup Series for the Daytona 500 for the start of the winter season. This has been Fuel the Bandicoot. Not Fuel the Bandicoot, this has been That Fuel Guy. I'm signing out.